Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England Campaign, episode the 33rd, and it is an episode of battles today. We've already fought the first of many battles we have to fight this term, but it's all kicking off now all of a sudden. We've been at peace and now we're at war. We have got the Battle of Metz, except I don't have troops in the area, so we're desperately trying to get troops up to Metz before we lose Metz to the French, because then we've got a big issue. We've also got the Battle of Frankfurt, for the Holy Roman Empire has sallied forth and wishes to stop me. And Nuremberg, the Imperials have also sent reinforcements to slow down my conquest of the town. So, we've got a lot to do, and also we've got to hunt down Sultan Nasser, but he fucked off over here. Unless that's him there. No, that's Hazem. Mortimer, where did he go? I'm just going to do something boring first. That's Imad Din. So Sultan is in Damascus. Right. Should have looked at that first, but whatevs. I didn't think there were more than 3 people there. You can go and do some observation at Damascus then, and we'll deal with that later. For now, we've got battles to fight, because, yeah, we're just going to jump right in with it, because there isn't really a lot else we can do this turn. I've already spent all the money, but hey, we might make some more should the Battle of Nuremberg go our way. So, before we jump in, what do we know about Jan von Erfurt?
That won't hurt me, Dummkopf.
Clicking on him doesn't hurt him, by the way. So, we've got Jan himself. He's just a family member, so his general bodyguard will be average. However, he's bringing quite a lot of missile power. He's got basically 4 units of crossbow militia and a unit of peasants, all of which are pretty well armoured, actually. So, my longbows are going to have their work cut out for them. He's also bringing 3 units of dismounted feudal knights, so they will be a challenge. A unit of sergeant spears and 2 units of armoured sergeants. So, well, 1 unit of armoured sergeants. Then he's also got some mercs and peasants. So, his army isn't like, you know, the end of the world. However, there are a few power units in there, mainly the dismounted feudal knights. We do have the advantage in that he is pretty much completely lacking cavalry, though, which makes life a little easier for me, since I have cavalry and he doesn't. And Nuremberg itself has a very weak garrison of just town militia. So, what we're going to do is we're going to try and take the town, but we're going to have to try and cut off the reinforcements before they can get into the town. So it's going to be a bit of an awkward battle. They're sort of going to be on our left flank. So, we basically need to try and have an army that's facing backwards while we have a unit of something or other just to quickly wander into the town and wipe out the town militia. We also have Frankfurt. That's going to be a field battle against Captain Ulrich. The reinforcements may come from the town itself. What we know about Ulrich so far is he is pretty much the same. So, in terms of battles that we want to do first, well, we've got Nuremberg or Frankfurt. Honestly, both are going to be probably just as climactic as the other. Nuremberg will actually get us access to territory. Frankfurt is going to further our interests in gaining territory. And, which one do I fight? God damn! David Kurthos is technically our greatest general, so I guess greatest general will go first, actually. So,
Hail, my king!
Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to do Nuremberg first, because I feel like Nuremberg. Yes, I do like to change my mind. Also, because I need to make sure in a minute. Davey, do not fuck up your movement orders. We are going to straight up engage Ulrich in a minute. But for now,
Hail,
Edgar,
my king!
Please lead the assault on Nuremberg. Ah, fuck it, you know what? We're going to do this one.
Hail,
I'm not
my
consistent.
king!
Either way, can we move here?
Honor, sire.
We'll attack from the hills, because yay. And make your move on Captain Ulrich and bring me... Well, actually, I don't really care about Captain Ulrich. He isn't worth anything to me. Just kill him.
As you will, my king. To battle.
So here we go then, our first major engagement against the Imperials. Actually, it's my first this is actually our first big battle against the Imperials. Yeah, it is. And we're going to be attacking at night to cut off their reinforcements as well. So, Captain Ulrich is a... Oh, by the way, they're twins. So this has put the balance of power from being 3 to 2 to 3 to 1. So that's already moving in the right direction. And it means we now basically straight up outnumber the enemy. And what we are facing is, oh my god, yeah, maybe it's a good idea. We're getting the boring battles out of the way first, while we are fighting plenty of town militia, plenty of spear militia, and crossbow. Yeah, it's not really special. They do have quite a few missiles, however, so our cavalry will need to be making sure they are cutting through everything. Our catapult will also do a very fine job of messing them up. Archers will need to be in a position where they can also try and deal with the hurt, but if the enemy does try and come to us, then that is fine. Peasant archers do have a slightly higher rate of fire than crossbows, since crossbows need to sit around and do their reloading, so we may be able to keep them off balance with some sort of like some fire arrows scattered around, because that's what our peasants will have to do. However, our longbowmen should be free to just start picking on whatever they can. Yeah, pretty much everything is armoured, so we are going to have issues punching through that armour. However, I think my armoured, well, my dispatch fuel knight, they should be able to slice them up anywhere once they get into an engagement. However, I think our missiles should be enough to definitely wear them down. Either way, it's going to be a tough battle, and we're going to basically just jump right in with it. So, here we go. By the way, Davey leads with 6 command stars in his favour, so everything is just looking hunky-dory for us, but let's just see how it goes on the battlefield. Let's jump right in.
Honor and glory await England, men! I've heard men speak well of me because I do not throw lives away needlessly, and I gain victory for those who follow me. I will not use false modesty and deny these things. Indeed, I say proudly that they are true. I will give you victory, if you have the guts to fight like devils when I ask it. Over there stands a miserable collection of sausage-eating, beer-swilling Imperial pudding heads. I think they will welcome death. I see the foe dare not fight us man to man, but must rely on a woman's stratagem of throwing things at us. And now, I trust my life and victory to the judgment of the Almighty, for I know our cause to be true and just. So pray, you miserable English buggers, and make sure God knows you think the same!
So we've got to fight the pudding heads. That is now my favourite way of referring to them. So how are we going to stop the pudding head army? Well, we're going to stop them by basically chucking rocks at them. As you can see, we are fighting on the river Germany. And, yeah. Alright, it's a pretty decent position, actually, because, well, that's a pretty crappy river. Actually, no, because we're the ones on the offence, so that's a pretty crappy thing for us to march through. We'll be very easily smashed up by missiles, so let's just smash them up with missiles first. Luckily, it is night time, so we do have a somewhat distinct advantage in a way. So, leading the battle will be our catapult, which will basically try and wipe out as many enemies as we can. And the peasant archers will be at the front. They will try and make a position where they're going to be a little bit sacrificial in this battle, by the way. They're going to try and get a position where they can just basically start parrying. Longbows will be a little further behind since their longer range affords them that luxury. We don't really need to worry too much about putting spikes down because of the complete and total lack of cavalry. I'm assuming that the Imperials have never heard of a horse before, so yeah. However, I'm going to put them down anyway because they are also quite good for ruining infantry charges, since they can't basically just charging clean. They are kind of having to wade in and around. So that can buy you a couple of extra seconds to get yourself out of there. Then, yeah, pretty much we're going to lead strongest foot forward, so we're going to have our dismounted feudal knights. However, I'm going to put my units a little further back so we can try and lure the enemy towards us, because they've got a lot of missiles. We're not going to deny them that, so ideally, I want to try and have it, and also crossbows are anti-armor. So ideally, what I want to happen is I want the enemy to come to us where they can basically just get attacked by my missiles. So Billman, I'm going to put you in the rear, by the way, because I said so. But I am also going to try and find opportunities to get my Herbilars and Knights moving around as well, because they're going to be key for disrupting the enemy archers as well. So let's get our Knights here. Davey, you will march alongside the Herbilars, by the way, since they are armoured Herbilars. So, you know, they're not terrible. They're just lighter than a knight. Either way, that's our strategy. So, basically going to go missiles, 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 missiles. Try and clobber the enemy from afar, even if it is considered the woman's stratagem, and then, you know, see if the enemy just takes us up on our offer over here. If not, we'll have to march across the river and deal with them ourselves, but we're going to try and take them out from a range first. So, catapult is already in a position where I can start opening fire, so we'll get that done now. And we'll try and observe the initial enemy movement, see if they're just going to spread out and come to us, or if they're going to basically sit around and wait for us. Because when we haven't quite keyed up the Imperial strategies yet, because, you know, they're still a relatively new foe to us in a way. We haven't fought them a lot, and as it stands, our catapult isn't having the best of times, but hey, it's night time, so aiming's a little harder. Either way, we may need to try and move our archers up a little bit, but I'd rather wait till my catapult has done its part, because I don't want to risk having inaccuracies basically kill all of my men. So those were very promising shots there, and I don't think we hit anything actually, so oh well, nice try anyway. Just keep it up, lads. Come on, this has got to be a better shot this time. Good. And fucking missed, right. Since we have the time, you know what, we're going to just basically let the catapult do its thing, and then we're going to start moving our archers around. But for now, the enemy is just content to basically await the fate, so let the artillery do the initial phase of battle, where we can basically just start punching a few holes, start softening a few troops, and then we'll start moving forward a little further. But for now, I'm happy to just let the artillery do its job. And yeah, that was a good hit, by the way. Let's try and get more of those hit. Oh, there we go. See, we're starting to get a few hits now, and it is making the enemy scatter their forces a little bit. Alright. So, what's our enemy's new strategy? So, well, the new strategy is actually just spread out really wide. So, that's going to make life a little harder for my artillery. So, get one last shot out, lads, and then I might call it a day for you. Or better yet, I'll have you start picking on something on the flank. We'll start moving our peasant archers forward. Just get this last shot out. Come on. Alright, looking good. Ah, you still killed something at least. Right. Catapults. I would start targeting like the crossbow militia way over there. And peasant archers, we're going to start moving you up. Because you're my sacrificial unit and we can't march across the river. Oh, can we not stop? So we can't stand in the river. Right, that's a little annoying. We may just need to face the enemy then. Basically means marching through a missile barrage, however, but yeah. Turns out you just can't stand in the water because, yeah, I guess that's kind of legit. Okay. You know what? Because we have to do that, let's go weaker foot forward, which I know sounds crap, but I need the enemy to start spending their missiles. So, levy spears, start making your way forward. They are still well armoured, and they could probably take on the enemy one-on-one in the fight anyway. So I'll have the billmen follow shortly anyway. So billmen, if you could please get yourselves ready to start marching up, or better yet, second wave of spears, basically, yeah. Wave 2 of spears, get into a position and prepare to march forward. The artillery will continue just trying to pound this flank down because it's just something for it to do, really, and if it gets any hits, then that's good. If it doesn't, well, you know, still give it a try. Maybe worth actually switching to rock shots now, actually. Let's just play for accuracy now, rather than for kills, because we're not going to get many anyway because we're in loose formation. So a few rock shots might just play out a little better than basically going for those shots. But we need to push the enemy back far enough now in order to make a beachhead on that side of the river, at which point our crossbows might, well, our longbows or anything, we may be able to move our own longbows up a little bit, however. So longbows, if you could try and make a position near the artillery. I know their range isn't as great, but we may be able to get them in a position where they can start hitting the enemy, who are now responding to my advance. And actually, this may play out in my favour. You lot, halt! Do not enter the river just yet, lads. Not going for a swim at this rate. I know some of you are getting your legs wet, but right. Artillery. The enemy wants to play still, so let's get a couple of shots out. Longbows, pull it back a little bit, please, by the way. I know I called you forward prematurely, but ooh, hang on, longbows can get shots. Right, longbows. Open fire. Whoever can get shots, get those shots in. You lot need to move up. I know we're a bit playing it risky now, basically having a big fucking crowd of dudes here, by the way, but this is our opportunity just to now start punching away at the enemy, and we're going to take that opportunity fully because those crossbows can't hit us. So that was a good shot by the way, artillery. This is pretty damn good. It was pretty impressive that the enemy was lured so easily, because it basically just saved me from a disastrous stratagem which I knew wouldn't work, but we didn't really have a lot of choice in, since this is the only viable crossing we seem to have for this one river. So yeah, first thing we're going to do when we own this territory is we're going to build some bloody bridges so we don't have to deal with this crap, but at the same time it's kind of dastardly to use against your enemy, so maybe the Imperials were onto something, even if it was basically, you know, hemorrhaging their own trade and income, but we can worry about that another day. For now, allow the artillery and the archers to continue their part. They are getting a couple of shots. It looks like we're not getting like millions of kills, but I am seeing men dying, so that is satisfactory enough for me. But we are basically just punching at whatever we can. It's basically all we can hit is whatever unit was unlucky enough to be standing really close to us, which in this case are some crossbow militia. However, in this case, draining away a few crossbow militia is of benefit to us. Longbows, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You can open fire, but adopt a guarding formation. We are not to move onto the river, because otherwise we're going to have trouble. We do not wish to move forward to a point where we are going to start hurting ourselves. But as it stands, we've still got a couple of great shots going out. The enemy is slowly withering away. What are we on now? 12% of the enemy has gone down, which, given the size of our army, is still pretty damn considerable. So let's just keep hacking away at that. Longbows as well. There we go. Both units of longbows are now opening fire. Tell you what, you lot focus on the units over there as well. So there we go. Everyone's getting a little bit of rain now, basically. So we're just going to keep hitting. Smash, 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 smash. Boom. End of, really. We are being attacked, by the way, say the Holy Roman Empire. So that is brilliant once more. So let's just keep hitting and smashing and bashing and crashing and thrashing and dashing and all those lovely words that you can use to make glorious rhymes. Either way, I think now, since we are just basically just sitting around and waiting for shit to happen, we are actually just going to make a little cut here, a little snippy snip snip, and I'll see you when we're done battering the enemy to death with arrows. Right, so there are considerably less pudding heads over there now, so we're already moving in the right direction. So longbows are now going to pull back, and we're going to now commit to the main fight. So we're going to send over the first wave of spears in order to start wasting the enemy ammunition. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make a beachhead on their land, and then we can maybe try and move up the peasant archers as well to do some additional hacking away, or better yet, they can be used as a substitute for knights for chasing down units. But the longbows have done a pretty adequate job. As you can see, we've pretty much cleared away a lot of their centre line, but one unit has gone completely invisible, but that's because of random hiding mechanics. But as it stands, the enemy is weakened, so as you can see, we're also starting to get a bit more of a view. However, we are starting to take a bit of fire. So, lads, I'd recommend loosening out your formation a bit as well as you cross the river. So, let's just get out there and get ourselves loose. So, basically, one unit is going to take... It's basically going to go 1-to-1 engagement. So, 1-1-1. Simple as that. And wave 2 of spears. Could you also loosen your formation out now and begin marching across the river as well? Either way, we need to just basically keep the pressure up. So it's basically we're going to send the weaker units first, you know, let the flackier units go ahead, and then this is where we're going to have to try and get some more stuff done. As you can see, this river is basically an effective choke point, and this is where life gets hard for us, because this choke point is basically a killing pit for archers, and they are taking full advantage right now. They are brutalising some of my men, and basically the river will be running very red. So, and I can't really make them run because their stamina will be crap enough just trying to wade through these waters. Yeah, fuck it, we need to build a bridge here or something. But yeah, we need to keep it up, really. So we're getting across the river now. So basically, start moving across, and let's just get to work on this, really. So come on, lads, let's just, there we go, first few lads are now beginning to emerge. However, we need to be basically getting more units across, because we are basically now fighting a line of spear militia. Yeah, some of them are now routing. Right, this isn't looking good. Not at all. Right, wave 2, you need to move across quickly, but... Oh, God, no. No, don't route on that side of a river. You're not going to get anywhere. Right, lads. Hurry... Oh, but I can't hurry up because of a choke point. Fuck. This does not make life easy for me. Right, Billman, start making your way across. I'll tell you what. Davey, bring your Hobie lads as well. Maybe we can try and punch through with your lot. We may be able to make life a little easier for ourselves. But right now we are in a very, very tricky position where we're in a choke point. Simple as, really. And it is costing us dearly. If there was an alternate way across this river, we would be in a better battle. But yeah. If this wave has difficulty getting across, as does the cavalry, I will call it a battle there, and I think we may be wise in retreating. For I do not want to you know what, Billman, don't even bother. I don't want to commit you into a fight you may lose. Because right now, we've got enemy crossbows just hacking away at us. My longbows couldn't do enough, unfortunately. We're having trouble just basically trying to wade through, and to be honest, yeah, I am getting my heavy hitters through, but there's too many spears. We need to try and find a way to get into the rear of their flank and cause a distraction. So, men, I am making it imperative. You see this little gap here? Well, you can't see that because I'm basically talking to myself here. But basically, hidden units, right? Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Withdraw the battle. We do not win today. All units, get yourselves out of there as soon as you can. This is not a battle we should be fighting, and it's not one we're going to be winning, so we're going to leave. End of. The Imperials, as much as I hate to say it, have outsmarted us today. The terrain is well and truly in their advantage, and I put a big middle finger up to their inability to manage their own fucking infrastructure. By the way, when I say pull out, I don't mean just stand around with your mouths agape. Get out of there. Taken too many losses today, losses which I can't replace. But I think I will be more fortunate against them next time. We'll just need to find a better battlefield. That's all. Okay, men, get yourselves out of there, or just don't fucking listen to me. Seriously, lads, get out! Come on. Seriously, 3 times I had to tell them to retreat. That is not good enough. Anyway, it looks like the enemy may be choosing to advance. No, they're not.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
They've had the upper hand all battle. Still, I lost too many men as well. 38% not acceptable. I should have pulled out earlier. Still, we took out a fifth of our troops, so I'll take that little consolation for now. And we will just simply have to swear revenge. Still, maybe this army will have another use. Perhaps we could go back to Metz and help out, or just find another way around this. But for now, we are leaving. We'll be back though. This ain't the end just yet. You ain't won anything, Holy Roman Empire. Well, alright, you won a minor victory against me today, but you've only slowed me down. You haven't beaten me.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night. They will not be so lucky next time.
I will accept defeat today, though I still feel I took too many losses. But to be honest, losses were not through incompetence of my men. It was through my own ineptitude. I should have seen earlier that this was a battle we simply couldn't win. I'm still very happy though that my catapult and longbow men did play their part and brought us a considerable amount of kills to the enemy.
This is a brilliant spot to spring a deadly trap, sire.
Davy didn't make it out alive as well.
We'll make camp here, sire.
That does not make affairs easier for me. Right, Charles will have to wait for now, but yeah, anyone back there took was executed. So Davy was killed in captivity, unfortunately, and it has made our relations with the HRE worse, but to be honest, fuck those guys. Right. Still, I think we should balance out this defeat with a victory now. So,
Hail, my
Edgar,
king.
you must now make your move on Nuremberg. And basically, I want one unit to do a very good job at sneaking into Nuremberg and, you know, kill off the idiots garrisoning it. Or we could leave them till last, actually. You know what? Yeah. We'll leave the city. We'll take out the reinforcements, then take the city. Either way, have a good go at it and basically bring me Jan von Erfurt, and to be honest, we may need to execute him, for if the enemy executes my men and executes my greatest general, who was very needlessly lost, and I will bear that guilt for a very long time now. So let's just relax with some therapeutic slaughter.
By your will, sire, we shall engage.
So we've got all our equipment ready, so let's just move in for the attack. Oh wait, can we attack at night and just basically say bugger it to the enemy? No, we can't. Edgar hasn't reached that level of competence yet. However, what we can say is we are outnumbered. However, Captain Johannes doesn't play strongly into the equation since he's just using weak town militia, so yeah. However, Jan von Erfurt may be a bit of an issue because he brings a stronger army than what we've dealt with over there. That being said, it is a lot of crossbows. He has got dismounted feudal knights among them as well. But at the same time, he has weaknesses. His complete lack of cavalry is his biggest. So, and this will be a battlefield more favourable to us. So as long as we prepare for his attack immediately, I think we'll be able to hold him off and bring him down before he can rescue his town. Either way, Edgar, you have my permission to advance. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so it could be close.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle! For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such. Men, I am in two minds whether or not to take the fight to the enemy. There are arguments in favor of waiting here for them to come to us. Equally, there are arguments for advancing with a loud hurrah. In either case, I know you will fight rather well. Or at least, not badly. They call themselves holy, our foes. I've seen holier heretics and heathens. I've even seen fish with more grasp of religious truth. And so I say this to the enemy general. Are you looking at my bird? Are ya? Huh? Come here and say that, you Nancy.
I think Edgar might be going a bit peculiar on us. First things first, God himself tells us we're going to win, and then he starts going peculiar, right? Either way, the argument is in favour that we are going to basically wait for the enemy to come to us, in a way. But at the same time, we're going to advance on them. So, let's, elaborate. So, first of all, let's initiate our deployment. So, we are expecting reinforcements to come from this area here. So what we need to do is we need to prepare our men to hold off enemy reinforcements and basically prevent everything from getting into a town. A couple of men may slip through when they start routing, but the more men we keep out of town, the better. And I will basically send a solitary unit of spear militia to basically be in the town and make threatening gestures at the enemy. We can live without that one unit. So you will move in and take the town, secure a gatehouse, do whatever you want. However, over here, we're going to make our defense. So, I'm going to take no chances. We are going to go strongest foot forward this time in our defense, and we are going to have the dismounted feudal knights be our main, basically our main defense. Now, I can't guarantee where the enemy's going to deploy. They're going to deploy here, they're going to deploy there. I feel like it's going to be around here, so that's what I want to think, but I may actually just put my deployment here. I will have to very quickly adjust it accordingly if it is a case where we need to be somewhere else. That being said, I'm not going to bother with stakes this time. We also do have our new unit, by the way, the lovely, lovely, lovely yeomans. As you can see, they look very well armoured, and basically they just look ready for action compared to my regular longbows. As you can see, they just look a little better, a little more well trained, and good to go, really. But that being said, you know, they're still all, you know, cool dudes. Either way, the yeomans will fight alongside the regular longbows today, as we just basically need a line of archers drilling into the enemy formation. But guard, fire at will, basically, I would prefer them to focus their fire on the feudal knights, but they're going to be our key target. Billmen are going to protect the flanks this time around, so I know they're not anti-cavalry, but then again the enemy has no cavalry, apart from their general, who we will need to basically try and find and slaughter, but for now, Billmen can basically just watch the flanks in case the enemy infantry tries to overwhelm us, or basically try and get up close and personal with those crossbows. We also have a spare unit of spears who we'll keep in reserve, and the general, alright, I know my cavalry is brilliant, but yeah, general and mailed knights. You need to just find an opportunity to get control of the flanks, bring down as many crossbow men as you can, and if you can, also kill the enemy general. But apart from that, that's how we're going to play it, so let's play it. And they all fuck off over there. Bloody hell.
They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
Right, men, we need to move up, and we need to get up there quick. We need to basically need to try and draw some enemies in. So I'm going to have a cavalry advance quickly. See what they can do. Meanwhile, infantry, if you can just basically move up and do what you need to do, and basically we can just try and do what we can. But yeah, we're basically gonna try and run a couple of men over as well. I mean, I know they're in heavy armor and all that. However, we need to try and establish a defense as quick as possible and try and get a few enemies to come over and fight us. However, it looks like the enemy may be taking us up on our offers, so let's draw our formation. So we're going to have a formation here, we're going to have a formation here, and we're basically going to get our billmen to continue watching the flanks, but I am pretty confident that we are basically going to get attacked now, but that's fine. I want to be attacked. You lot, you know what you're doing, you're very confident in what you're doing. If need be, I'll send the additional levy spears to help out, but for now, I want to focus on basically just getting control of this city. Well, not on control of the city, I want to focus on getting control of this battlefield here. Basically it's 2-in-1, but our spears are very, very efficient in what they're doing. I'll basically have them just basically take control of the street, and they can, if the town militia come to them, they come to them, and they can deal with it. Right, knights, let's not get too forward now. The enemy is going to make their formation, so we need to basically draw a formation each, and then prepare ourselves for how we're going to fight it.
Walls are no match for the valour and force of our arms.
So, knights, just get yourselves over there and just get ready. Right, so we've got billmen starting to make their formations now. They're basically just lining up on the flanks. We've got our dismounted knights. What was the button that I need to press? Is it space? Space. So, well, you press space and it does fuck all. Right. According to this crap lighting, basically we've got formations coming up and they're all over the place. How brilliant is that? Yeah. Right, just let the men get into some sort of organisational structure, and then we'll deal with it. But yeah, longbows are getting into a position now. Knights are just coming up as well. Enemy is beginning to advance. Longbows should be capable of trying to bring down some stuff. And if I can get my knights to basically run riot on the flanks, then we're fine over there. Our units are pretty much taking control of the walls. I'm gonna have to pay minimum attention to them, unfortunately, at this minute, but what I can say is they are happily just getting into position. So, right, you lot go there, you lot prepare yourselves, you lot move up around here. Billmen, you need to be there. Additional billmen. Where are my extra billmen? I'm sure I had more billmen than this. Where are my spare bills? You're here, right. Spare billmen, get yourselves into formation. By the way, lads, let's loosen it up as well, because if we loosen our formation, we can hopefully try and minimise enemy missile kills, because they're gonna try and bugger us about as well. So let's try and just get some loose formations going. You lot as well, loosen up the formations. There we go. Because what we saw in the last battle was our tight formations were getting absolutely brutalised in battle. Knights, you don't need to worry about tight formations or anything though. You just need to worry about making sure you are where you need to be. But yeah, this may hopefully help us out a little bit. Nothing's coming to range just yet, but I am at least it is confirmed the enemy is basically going to go full out on us. Right, you lot need to adopt a guarding formation, and you lot need to basically just start moving up the street. Fine, basically get up there, hold your ground, and await further orders from me, which won't be coming just yet, but you will be getting reinforcements, hopefully, provided not too many of my men die. Okay, how are we doing over here? What have we got coming in? We've got the knights, we've got the sergeant spears, the peasant crossbows. Everything's coming in quite nicely. and my knights are going to have full control of the flanks once we get in there and snipe that general. Okay. Longbows.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today.
Right.
The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Start loosing off your initial volleys, lads. The enemy's going to come in and they're going to try and hit us hard and fast. So I suggest we come out and meet them. Knights, you know what? Hold it back. Billman, close up formation and give them something to worry about. Longbows, I'm going to try and start hurting them. But you know what? If we're going to bring the crossbowmen in too close, we may be able to steal a nice little engagement. But we need to be wary of enemy knights. Right. Longbows are now going to target the knights. You lot, chase this flank down. Keep it out of control. We've got some disorganisation going on among the troops there. Right, feudal knights start moving up. We need to start attacking their knights. You lot deal with their armoured sergeants, and you lot try and get into their sergeant spears. You lot give that general a 1v1 he won't forget. Alright, things are starting to move in my favour. However, we are being chased down by the feudal knights. This could have been a trap set by the enemy. Alright, lads. You might not be in the best of positions to fight him. However, your armour should give you some holding power to give them a run for their money. I'm going to try and get the feudal knights to give you a hand as well. Archers, focus your fire on basically just keeping the rear of the enemy out of control. You lot get in there and lend some help against, well, no, not against the peasants. They're beneath you. Knights don't kill peasants. That's actually kind of true. Chivalrous code basically said knights only fight knights. Don't go around 1v1ing peasants because that's just fucking beneath you, you loser.
Our men are winning the battle.
Right.
If we continue
you lot
like
get in there and help
we will
out.
Smash. Our foolish general has thrown his life away.
No!
Our chances of victory with it.
Damn, 2 generals in one episode. This isn't good. Right, yeah, we gave him the 1v1, you won't forget, because he bloody won the 1v1. Right, lads, you need to step up your game against that general who's going to try and run away now. He's got his prize and he's going to try and pull away, but no, keep it up on him. Keep the pressure up. We have got retreating enemies now, however, we've also still got more incoming, so... And they've also got that ballista, which is now trying to cause some trouble for us. Right, you lot, open fire on that ballista and just do what you can. You lot, dismounted knights, intercept their knights and do so as well. You lot, what have we got coming in over there? Crossbow militia, right? We need to try and take control of this flank over here. You lot just keep focusing on the centre rear of the enemy. You lot help out over here and help our peasants, right? Don't worry about the peasants, right? Just keep moving it. I mean, I know you've got peasants to fight there, but you know what? Ignore them. Just get away from them. They're not worth your time. Just go and find something that is more worthy of your metal, your quarry. Right. You lot join this engagement here, but try and get yourselves in a bit more of a favourable angle. And you lot just try and help out over here. I've pretty much lost all my billmen at this point. The Imperials are being quite the annoyance. Have you lot not killed that? Right, finally, he's going away. God.
By St. George, we've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
Right, he will be killed in custody, for he took too long.
Leisure.
He took too long to bring down. Knights, you need to be giving some urgent cavalry support now, because I have got engagements going wrong all over the place, and I've got enemies trying to escape into Nuremberg, or whatever this town's called again. Right, a few of our billmen have managed to find their testicles, and are going to return to battle, so let's get back into this one now.
They have lost half their men.
Alright, that's a good omen. Losing half of their men is better than half of their men retreating into the city. However, some of them have now escaped into the city walls and will need to be dealt with accordingly. I've got my longbows trying to do what they can, but you know what, longbows? I have a better idea. Call it off for now. I want you in the city. The gates do belong to us, I believe, hopefully. Do they belong to us? Yes, they do. Right. They're going to enter the city, and they're going to provide their firing support in the city now. I'll have the knights chase down whatever they can, as can the infantry. I haven't lost this one yet, and I don't intend to either. Right. Knights, just keep up whatever you can. They're really low numbers. I'm sorry, Knights, but you really did drop the ball on this one today. Usually when I leave you be against a general, I usually get a victory, but I guess sometimes it doesn't always go in our favour. But basically, the more of those crossbows you can get wiped out, the better, because they are going to be a thorn in our side in the city. They will constantly try to barrage us and basically challenge our longbows for dominance of the streets. So let's make those guys our targets. We can let the knights go for now, but if it's a crossbow, I want it gone. We can only keep this fight up for so long. It won't long until the city defences start opening fire on us as well. So do what we can, but then again, with a dead general, this cavalry support is now somewhat mooted. Right? You lot, kill what you can, but don't like shit yourselves over getting too close to the city gates. Just basically wipe out what you can if it's manageable, and then whatever is left we'll have to deal with inside the city. But right, you lot just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. There we go, right. Things are moving a little more favourably now. We are starting to wipe out a lot of enemies, but we've still gonna have a fight to the end, basically. We'll say the Imperials, I have not given them enough credit as a foe. They've proven more wily and more survivable than the French. You know what? If you have an opportunity to chase them into the city, by the way, I would recommend you do so. Try and give them some more harassment. You lot. Well, I've got the dismounted Fuel Knights trying to run in, give those guys a run for their money. Guys, just run. Just run it. I know. Well, you're only warmed up actually, so you know what? You can run it. Just run in, finish them. You lot, get yourselves to the other city gates. We're going to arrange for our next move now. Just get over there and prepare to do the next stage of the battle. But then again, we'll probably control these gates now, so you know what? If I control the gates, coming through those gates, we'll give them no angles to respite on. Just get in there and prepare to fight, basically. Knights, don't get too committed now. The plaza isn't too far away, as are many enemies, but then again, try and get those last few crossbows. But apart from that, you've done a pretty fine job. Not too many have escaped, actually. Just a few crossbows escaped at the end of the day. And we've still got the town militia to deal with, but the town militia, I'm not too worried about them, but right. They've now regained their confidence, so we need to pull away, get a little further away from them, and await further orders. For now, you've done a fantastic job of chasing down the enemy, so I do apologise for the bad things I said about your job performance earlier, but make sure you're sticking at it, because we've still got an enemy who is actively trying to stop us. But if their crossbows do try to pursue us, then I would recommend we do try and get in against them. And since they're distracted, well, let's say they're distracted, right, levy spears, I recommend you might want to pull out a little bit. Wait for our reinforcements to come in. I don't even know what formation you're trying to make, but those crossbows are coming over to harass you.
Victory will be ours.
We've got more incoming over here, so Knights, let's get in there and fight, because I don't know what you're doing. I think you just gave up at some point. But yeah, all Knights, come back in, give them another go. We've got things to kill here. I mean, look at this, guys. Oh wow, he just managed to make them all retreat. Alright, sorry about saying that you lost the plot. You basically have got the plot, and now you've got some more Knights incoming. They might be a little less likely to retreat. So I think we're just trying to make some distance or something. I don't even know what this guy's doing, but he's a... Ah, fuck it. No, he just fucking slaughtered him. Right, this guy, he's on it. He's on it, but now he's not so on it. He's doing what he can, though. Come on, lad. I've got faith in you. A bit of faith in you. How are we doing over here, by the way? Are we entering the city or what? Oh, we're chasing down whatever's left over here, right? Hillman, come on, get ahead of him. Get ahead of him. We can cut off their escape now, or just basically ram into them and stop them. But either way, I don't want these guys just running into the city and getting a free pass. They've got to go down, right? Anyway, don't worry, you're getting your reinforcements, but to be honest, do you even need those reinforcements? My God, you are just... Well, he didn't need anything, he just... Dude, welcome to the royal family. You're promoted. Legit. He just went ham on those guys. I don't like saying that, by the way, because it's an Americanism, but he actually generally just go ham on them. Alright, you lot, you're having a little harassment from the crossbows. I recommend... The enemy's weakened now. We've basically just cut off the last of their dismounted knights. They'll run away if you get close to them. They're already weakened, they're already shaken, and yeah, they're going to retreat. So just basically walking up to them is good enough for me. But yeah, just try and get yourselves in there. Longbows are about to join the battle as well. So longbows, basically, I want you to get into a position where you can start attacking their dismounted units. Or is their town militia? What is left? Oh, they do have a little troop of dismounted people. Now, so they only have 12 of them left, and guys, they probably just heard the tale of the one knight who's really fucking cool, and they're probably just shitting themselves over him. But I do have additional units incoming now. So, knights, you make your position further down this street and await further orders. You lot, you did manage to kill off the last of those crossbows, so well done to you. I'm going to bring in some dismounted feudal knights now, but it looks like the crossbows are coming back. It's almost like they can detect when my cavalry's going away. Right, you lot, don't get ahead of yourselves now. I know you want to fight, however, we need to balance out between getting into a fight and getting into a fight we can win. And right now, your main priority is providing support to basically anything that I am bringing in the form of missile. All their infantry is coming through the other entrance right now. But yeah, General, we might be able to do a quick bit of harassment. I know we've got the town militia just stood there trying to cause chaos for us. However, we have got this opportunity to just start beating up a few more of their crossbows, so yeah, but once you basically just stand around there and allow themselves to get killed, that's fine. These lot are trying to come forward to right. You know what? Don't just stand there and take it. Get in there and wipe them.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
An excellent charge, my lads. This is how we win this battle, right? We're starting to put the hurt on these guys over here, right? Knights, get yourselves pulled out of that battle. I don't want you going against the town militia, but I mean, alright, you beat them, but I don't want to lose any more of you. I mean, I know that at this point the General's bodyguard is very expendable, but the mailed knights are not. Because I suspect the Holy Roman Empire may have a few tricks up their sleeves, and oh, come on, levies, I was believing in you there. Right. That's a little bit annoying. Still, archers, get yourselves ready for a fight. You can. Oh wait, they're running away. Right. Keep it up. One of you start focusing fire on those guys though. And actually, oh, we've got a lot incoming. Right. Tell you what, cavalry, get yourselves back in here. We need to get the attention of that town militia again. And rest of you feudal knights, I want you to just come in and finish the job now. Billmen as well. Any billmen who we have, I want you all in here. We're gonna finish it, and we're gonna finish it brutally. Because I want to let off some steam against these guys anyway. They've annoyed me, they've vexed me, they've killed two of my finest generals, and for that they must pay a very dear price. So dear, in fact, that they're not going to get their general ransomed, even if he would be worth a lot of money to me. However, death is the only thing that is barely good enough for him.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right, things are going in our favour there, right. Knights, don't engage just yet. We could get up that street actually. So right, knights, I want you to pull up here, and they're gonna come on another street that's a bit more available. You lot, keep hitting their longbows. It's basically just a 1v1 here, but I've got faith in your abilities to vanquish them. And we're gonna just try and get a few more just being shot out basically here, there and everywhere. But as you can see, yeah, they're taking hits, they're taking kills, and they're being very slow in opening fire on us as well. So I think we have the advantage. And I think their ammunition may be starting to run a little low as well, but they are reloading for another volley. So let's not speak too soon. Right, how are we going over here? Right, the town militia are starting to go down quite reliably. I'm seeing a couple of our guys starting to lose airline though, so, and it is probably because our guys are running out of stamina. So knights, I know at this point you are basically very overworked, but just one last romp down the street, please. No, come on, pay attention, guys. Come on, this street, please. Get yourselves down there. It's just gonna be one last attack now. I basically want you to come down the street and no, come on. Must I buy you sat-navs? These guys are hopelessly lost. Come on. The street's right in front of you, dude. Get down this street, and basically, because I need you in the back of those crossbow militia. Right, levy spears have come back into battle. Get up there and start helping. Other levies, oh, they're outside the city, right? Fuck's sake. Either way, right. Knights, get in the back of that town militia and finish the job.
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
And that's just the general we didn't care about. Okay, longbows, give it a rest now. You're done. General's bodyguard, finish off those crossbow militia. You lot, no more firing at will. Just no more firing at all. You've done your job now. Losing a couple more men, by the way. Who's leaving? The billmen have decided to call it quits. Right, a little annoying, but I'll let it slide for now. This has been a battle that's had many casualties on both sides. And the town militia have decided that the mailed knights will now be more fair game. Hopefully we can get merchant cav militia in this area. Because, well, maybe those guys are half decent. I'm kind of a little wary. Their attack stats looks quite poor, actually. But I guess they basically come in the force of, they're a bit of a tanking unit, if an undisciplined one. Either way, we can basically just do what we can with them. Levy spears, come on, don't be afraid of them. You can get in there and you can fight. I know you can do it. We've got to bring down the last of his town militia who think they're so good at defending their beloved town, but you know what? At the end of this day, this town's another province in my ever-growing kingdom.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, only half the town militia remained, by the way. The other half was bloody wiped out.
My lord, we've lost control of the city.
My lord, we have lost control of the city. Right, come on. Finish the job now, come on. We've nearly got this one. We've very nearly got this one. I know you lads can do it. There we go, brutally pushing them back, brutally smack him in the face. If it's brutal, just do it, because that's my overused word of the day. It actually is. I think I've said it about maybe 10 times now this episode. Maybe less, actually. It might be exaggerated. Anyway, just slaughter them. I know that word's overused as well, but I like using that word. Slaughter. There we go. These guys are getting slaughtered. Everything is basically just coming in. Basically, you know, just, if it's a spear, a knight, a dude, their guys are at their wits' end. They have little left to do. Well, we'll prefer getting a stronger unit fighting the last of us dismounted feudal knights, but for now, we'll have to leave it be. I mean, they're trying to find something they can fight, but at the end of the day, they're gonna lose their grip and they're gonna go down. But ooh, that town militia tried to go for the brutal stabbing. Oh, there we go. He's down. Good job, lads. All right, Billman, you're trying, but alright, that's another one down. Bring that thing. Oh, damn. He went down and he was trying to go in for the finisher, but he wasn't very good at it. Losing a couple more knights here. Oh, Matrix slip death. I love those deaths because it's so bloody weird. Who's left? Who's left?
By the grace of God, our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Our most glorious victory, I would say, is a landmark battle against these Imperials. Our most well-fought battle, I would say not. I think we made a few too many mistakes, some of which I will take credit for. But at the end of the day, the enemy is annihilated. Captain Johannes is in my prison. Annoyingly though, I lost Edgar Baker, and I should have micromanaged better. But I will still happily take a victory. But we must hold this city now. I suspect the Imperials will throw everything they can to me to make it.
Finds us here. It won't be to their liking.
We do have the opportunity now to make 3,000 florins off them. Well, 4,000 florins. However, this time, I feel an execution is the only thing worthy, since they executed my general. An eye for an eye.
Spare us!
Sorry. End of a line.
Ow! The day is ours, sire. This is English soil now.
Nuremberg's stance is also somewhere in the middle with us, so I don't want to justify an extermination. However, I am going to authorise a sacking, because we'll get a lot of florins out of it, and yes, we are going to lose some population. However, I need that cash. Okay. Still. Another territory added. Frankfurt is now isolated, and we will have another crack at Frankfurt. The enemy may have tried to be cunning and witty against us, but they will not be so fortunate the next time they face us. Get all the repairs sorted out in this area, retrain what you can, and then basically prepare for further orders, except... Oh, those are gold standard knights, so I don't want to get rid of them, but... Yeah, retrain things that can actually be retrained, which is not those guys, right. Let's do some grouping of whatever can be grouped, and then let's just see if there's anything we can take further. So yeah, we've got a few units who are now considerably weakened, and yeah, recruitment options in this town are pretty damn crap, except we can't build anything better. And we're not repairing anything. What have we got then? We've got a city watch, so alright. I think that's actually as high as it goes in this area. So yeah, we can have archer and spear militia. What building do you need to build to get merchant cav militia then? That's my question of the day now. Do you need to just build like the best market in the world to get those? I want to have a look at this. So, I mean, what did we build recently? We built a fairground, but yeah, that isn't it. Town hall? No. Town watch? No. Large stone wall? No. Master merchant? Ah, master merchant skill gives you access to the merchant cav militia. So yeah, but there's if you've got the best merchants, you get the merchant militia. So alright, that's kind of cool. Right, still. Have to say that Nuremberg's hell, though. Henry von Dassel
yearn to face you in battle.
he may try to challenge us. So John,
Sire.
I recommend we need to keep watching the Imperials. I want you to move north, actually, up to Frankfurt or Stelling or Magdeburg, because that's where I suspect we will need to make our next move against them. They're pulling a lot of troops there, and they could get in our way. They could try and attack Hamburg, or basically attempt to irritate my designs for the Danish. So let's try and move up against them and let things move out of the way. If you want to get a bit of practice in while you're on your way, why don't you go spy on Captain Friedrich? Yeah, you know, there's always room for improvement, so have a go at it.
Watching from the shadows.
I say he's one of our best spies, and he still uses the worst hiding spots, but oh wow. Yeah, it's another one of these armies. If this is all the Imperials recruit, then well, I've got a few knights, but if this is all they're really recruiting as a rule, then we don't have too much to be fearing in terms of their prowess in battle. However, they are basically relying on numbers, and those numbers may need to be met with
Hail,
numbers
my
of their
king.
own. That's a big concern, but at the same time, we're going to call that an episode here. I'm also just going to quickly do some housekeeping on this army, if there is any that we can do, just so then we're all upright and bushy-tailed. Disband those Hobulars, by the way. They've served their purpose for today, unfortunately. Yeah. We've still got enough of an army to have another crack at Captain Ulrich, so he will have another go. However, we need to get him on to fighting our terms. That is not an ideal battlefield for us to fight on. And yeah, Edgar did die in battle. He at least he went down for fighting rather than in imprisonment. But there's still many pressing things to deal with this turn. But those pressing things will be dealt with next time. I mean, we've got blockades to get rid of. We've got sultans to murder. We've got cities to liberate and save. It's all kicking off right now. So that is where we will leave it. So next time, we're going to put together our plan to defend Metz. And also, after Samuel do something half useful. Why not talk to someone who Venice doesn't hate? Damn, who doesn't Venice hate? I'll go talk to Poland, actually.
Approaching their
See if we
dignitaries,
can
sire.
buy some friendship with them. For I would like to try and make them an ally. Mighty powers must stick together, by the way, in these troubling times. Or even better yet, is that a Polish princess? Ooh, it's, yeah. Talk to the Polish princess.
Approaching their dignitaries,
Give her a cut of the spoils of war, please.
My lord, you have a proposition for my people?
Marry our factionarian. Yeah, that'd work. How demanding is that? Very demanding. Because I gave her a suitable dowry. What's your price, my dear? God, this is like marriage prostitution. How would a dowry of 3,500, not 35,000 florins, demanding? I'm going to put a lot of money into this, but imagine if I could get an alliance with the Polish just through doing this, like 5,000. See, will 5,000? Oh no, fuck. Not 5,000 per turn, by the way. No, you just get a down payment of 5 grand. Jesus Christ, you think I could afford that? I'm not made out of money. Jeez, right. Balance. All right. Give you my map information as well, and yeah, you know what? Do it. If this gets me an alliance with Poland, I will be in such a strong position.
I do not think you would accept in my position.
Alright, they don't want to. Alright, that's fine. We tried. But I still have
You approach with something more reasonable now?
Yeah, I do. I'll swap your map information for your map information. And I will also give you... And like I said, I'm not nasty. You get a cut of the spoils of war. I have 1,000 florins for my most recent conquest. And, well, spend it wisely. Don't spend it all at once.
A well thought out offer, my lord. I will happily accept.
Excellent.
Farewell, then, my lord.
Except I don't get a nice notification saying my relations went up, so... Oh well, we'll keep chipping away at them. I'm sure we can cut through to their hearts at some point. I should probably just give them more my florins. But, oh well. It was worth a try. If we hadn't tried, you never know, it might have worked. Still, you are still heading down to talk to a Frenchman. You probably get to Rams faster
I
than
am
me.
ready to approach.
Don't really want to marry Lorenzo Devo. Just do diplomacy with him.
Representing our people.
I don't think he's into the banana armor hat. I don't think it's his turn on. Anyway, we've got off on a tangent here. We've still got things to do.
Hail,
However, at the same
king.
time, we also have beds to go to and jobs to work. So I will take up no more time of your day, and I will see you on the next day. Or actually, yeah, exactly these own days, don't I? Well, days after days after days after days. If you're the guy who watches me live, or if you're just sat here marathoning, then get an extra bag of Doritos ready for the next battle. Will not be very spicy. Well, I don't know. How will Metz resolve itself? Will it get taken and be put under Papal safe hold, or will it be? Will they delay and buy me the time to complete my designs? Either way, actually, we can pick what we want here. By the way, get me better units. There we go. See, I can spend big now.
Come and fight me, you coward!
And we will be coming and fighting some of those French people, though I am not a coward. But yeah, many fun things to do next time. Looks like things are getting a little bit more exciting after we had a little bit of a lull, but now, ooh, 2 fantastic battles. One good, one, it's still good. A lesson was learned. Do not fight on rivers when the enemy has many crossbows. We can all learn something from that. And to be honest, we learn more from our mistakes than from things we do right. So, think on that one, my friends. Think on it until we see each other on the next time.